Hello. Welcome in, guys. You know, we had to do one of these, right? This is our collective Kcon freebies haul. It's gonna be kind of like a what's in my bag freebies, as well as like freebies from both the convention floor and also freebies that I got from other fans. So we're gonna just break it all down, check it out. For the sake of doing this, we have a lot of big bags. So I'm just gonna set my two clear bags that I have out on the ground. I'm gonna scoot this guy to the side. And I guess we're gonna start with some of these. I don't know. I didn't vlog at Kcon. For those of you that know, I went with my mom. So did not vlog. I decided it was our very first time at a K-pop concert. It was the very first like convention kind of thing. So I just wanted to be like present there in the moment, having fun with her. So I chose not to vlog, but instead of vlogging, I was like, I can talk about my thoughts about Kcon. We can do like a haul on the freebies. So I'm gonna show you guys. These are all of the bags. Got a lot of bags. Actually, they're really nice too. They're like that like plasticky woven feeling with like the really good like woven fabric strap things. Both of these. This one's kind of nice too because it has the snap. And I think a lot of them do fold out. I didn't fold most of them out. Most of them when I got it, I just folded them up and put them into my Olive Young bag. I have two Olive Young bags. One is actually on the ground, open, empty but open. It had all of this stuff in it. And I figured I don't need to show you it. You can just imagine that there's a second one down there. But Olive Young was the sponsor of Kcon. Now, I'm gonna warn you, this is gonna be a pretty chatty video. I do have like some clips of the concert. I don't know if I'm gonna put the clips into the video, but maybe I post the clips. I don't know, maybe I put some clips onto shorts, like onto YouTube shorts. So like let me know in the comments if you want to see a couple of concert clips, but there were so many good fan cams and people that have posted stuff. There was one that I saw, I want to say the YouTube page is Shiro, I believe, but they were super close. So if you're an in-citizen, you like 127, you should look them up because they were super close. And I watched all of theirs and I was like, ooh, it feels like I'm there again. But yeah, Olive Young was like the big sponsor for Kcon this year. Oh yeah, I should also say my mom and I only went for 2 days. We did day 1, day 2. We just did the convention concert on both of those days. Day 1 concert, we were P1 seated. Day 2, we were P2 seated. But yes, this was the big sponsor. This was the bag that you get. It's really large. The crypto arena had a terrible bag policy that they actually tried to enforce this year. So I don't know about last year, but when I went in 2023, the last time I went to Kcon, the crypto arena was not enforcing the bag policy that strictly, and they just like had a couple of bag scanners and you get in pretty fast. That was not the case this year. This year, instead, you had to get all of your bags checked. So day 1, we go, and it takes us about an hour to get through the bag check line, which seems like a long time, but we were actually like way closer to the front than a lot of other people. So the people behind us, I don't want to know how long it took some of the people behind us to get in, because I just know it took them freaking forever, because they were just like, I don't know, they only had a single bag check line, and the bag check, it wouldn't fit the Olive Young bags, which is kind of crazy, because like when your main sponsor of your event is Olive Young, and they're passing out a bag that's too big to make it in to the concert, and there's tons of people that have driven there or have Ubered there and can't get back to their hotel, like, and then return in the time, or they don't want to do it because it's going to cost them like an extra like $20 minimum to do that. It's like, we need a better policy here. I have been to shows where it's like there's a no bag policy and it's like $5 and everyone's guaranteed to like have their bag like be like put into bag check. but it's like $5 to get your bag checked, and like that's a little expensive, but like $5 is honestly really good when you consider the fact that like crypto is like, yeah, so if you want to get in, it's like $10 for a locker, or I guess you could just go back to your hotel. Well, crypto, I've been in the fucking convention all day. My feet are tired. I'm now standing in your little fuck ass your little bad check line, and it's like I'm just gonna keep standing here. Like, I don't think you understand. I don't want to have to spend an extra like $20 each concert night to try to get back to the hotel, drop everything off, and then get a bag that fits your policy. 5 by 9 by 1 inch. 1 inch. Like, what? Like, this, I'll show you really fast. I put it down. This is my standard concert bag. And you guys have seen it. This is the concert bag I take to every concert. Like, that's a stadium approved concert bag. That is not 5 by 9 by 1 inch. That's like an 11 by 8 by 3 or something like that, you know, or like 11 by 6 by 3 or whatever it is. It's probably not even that big, but like it's one of those like standard concert bag sizes. Like, crypto, crazy. So what my mom and I were doing, once they were like, you can't do the Olive Young bag. My mom and I were like, well, we're talking to people in the line with us. We're like, well, if we have power in numbers, can they really stop all of us? And so we were like laughing at that, like maybe we'll just all go through with our Olive Young bag. Then as we got closer to the front, people were kind of like condensing their bag. We'd asked one of the security people, we said, hey, can we take our stuff in a different bag? He said, yeah. We were like, okay, so it's just the Olive Young bag. He said, yep. So we had like a smaller bag. It wasn't this one. We had my clear bag, her clear bag, and then like actually it was my clear bag, her clear bag, and then this bag, which I'll show you in a second up close. But we divided all of our freebies and stuff into those, went in, folded our Olive Young bag down, got through, all good. Once we got through, put all of our shit back into the Olive Young bag, A-okay, good to go. I was like, really? Day 2, we got these Walmart Delivers bags. Awesome, great, because they're clear. Here's the, I don't know, the QR code card. I'm gonna throw that away. I was gonna put it back in there, just toss it. You can even see, look, I still have bag inspected. Ooh. Also, mind you, I emailed crypto after because they were like, oh, we see you went to our concert. Do you have any feedback? I was like, yeah, the sound was shit. The bass was way too loud. The sound was bad. I used my loop earplugs, which I just bought, and they literally saved me from like the intensity of the sound. Like, the level at the like volume level that they were playing the sound at, and the like intensity of the bass was insane. I'm like, these poor artists, like, I know they have in-ears. I'm like, I hope these in-ears act in some way like loop earbuds. Oh yeah, and then what is this? What? Whoa. I have a certificate of completion for my 3D lift cream experience. Wow. I said, what is that piece of paper? Ooh, 30% off. But yeah, I was like, what? The sound was crazy, and I told crypto, and they're like, well, that's not our fault. Like, that's the event, so we'll tell them. And I was like, okay, I'll email Kcon too then. And then I was like, also your bag policy. They're like, well, we actually have the most state-of-the-art technology. So, you know, if you just followed the right scale dimensions that we set in our emails, and also we had lockers available, and if you didn't have the right size bag, we had the bag check line. I was like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. We were in the bag check line. We were right there. I'm just telling you that, you know, for an event like that, where there's so many freebies and stuff that you get, it would probably make sense for you to have multiple bag check lines, or to figure out how to work with Kcon to match your policies and Kcon's like stuff better. But yeah, I'm like, I'm aware. I know. I'm like, also, your bag policy is a little interesting. I know it's just the venue, but a little interesting, seeing as it is like a thing to have like standardized stadium bag sizing, and yet your bag policy is way smaller than that. Also, sorry, at the Walmart deliveries, we were allowed to pick 3 temporary tattoos. So I got these, and then I also got this one. But yeah, this Walmart bag came in handy because it's quite small but tall. It's also clear, so on day 2 when we came through, it was like, hey, all my stuff is visible. And I took my Olive Young bag, and I just folded my Olive Young bag up and put it inside, and they did not care. They're like, cool. Oh yeah, we went to the BB Go booth. I'll show you some more BB Go stuff, but this was a vital thing. We went back on day 2 and we got a second one, I think. Yeah, I think we did. I'm like, there should be a second one in there. This was a vital utility to be able to fan ourselves, especially on day 1 when you get in and you're trying to figure out where ticket pickup is, and there's like no signage because they always want to change the location of everything, and you're like, what's happening? And you walk all the way down just to be told by the security guards that you walked the wrong way. You gotta go all the way back around. I'm like, I had a little sunburn on that walk, but also it was warm and we were in the sun, of course. So I'm like, let me fan myself with my free BB Go fan. So thank you, BB Go. I'm like, I am obviously not sponsored, but you know, thank you, BB Go anyways. Oh, this was a freebie given to me by a fan on day 2. I had passed out some 0base1 freebies while we were in line, in the crypto line. Because, you know, my mom had a good idea. She's like, what better for us to do right now than for you to run up and down and pass out all the freebies that you made? And I was like, damn, that's a good idea. So I did that, and then after I passed them out, there's some people that ran over to where I was, and they're like, oh, I have some freebies too. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. So did that. I did purchase this bag at Kcon. I thought this was really cool. I don't know if you guys saw this. This is a Kcon like reused bag. So, you know, reduce, reuse, recycle. They took an old banner from Kcon from one of the years past. I don't think it had to be the ones from just last year, but it was like one of the past years. And they took the banners and they made them into purses and wallets. And I don't know, I was like, do I want one? Do I want one? Also, we have a lot of stuff in here. This is where a lot of the freebies from day 1 went. Oh my gosh. One second, I dropped one. So a lot of freebies from day 1 and day 2 went, because it was just much easier for us to put stuff in here. And then, of course, before we left Kcon, when my mom and I were repacking, I did the sort and separated out her stuff from my stuff and handed all of her stuff back over to her. So I did not take any of her freebies that she got too, but yeah, I was like, do I want one? Do I not? And then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get one. And so I grabbed a green one because I knew like what general color it would be. Sorry, I hit the camera. But they didn't, like, it's all like random for what print. And so when I opened it, I was like, oh, it's so cool. It's like really cool pixel art. It also has like a interesting, like, almost like a waterproof vinyl-y kind of feel. And then this side is grass. I was like, great, I love the grass. And then inside, I don't know if you'll be able to see that well in here. There's a lot of glare on my screen, so I always tap the screen periodically when I'm filming these to make sure that you're getting like some, yeah, I think you can see it. So there's like a zipper pocket in here. And then over on this side, yeah, you can probably see these. There's like 2 individual pockets in here. That's like, there's a sewing like strip between the 2, but there's 2 pockets in there. And it's a pretty deep purse. And it does have the crossbody strap. I was like, the fact that it's crossbody and everything is also very nice. Basically, we went up and I was like, I think I want this bag. And then we were chatting with the guy at the Kcon booth, the like merch booth. And I asked him, I was like, do you have like one of the bags already out that I can look at? And he's like, and so he went to ask one of his coworkers, and his coworker like called over to one of their coworkers who was passing out the little like, you know, choose what you want to buy flyers at the front. And she ran over with her bag and let me see it. And I was like, ooh, I really like that. So this is our Kcon bag. And then we'll look at all of the little freebies that were inside of there. Most of these, I think, are from day 1. Some might be from day 2. It doesn't really matter. They're all just in here. We're gonna look at all of them. Let me see. We had some flyers for different booths. We don't need those anymore. But yeah, I sent the email over to Crypto. Also, our seats were interesting. Because, you know, Kcon seats are like, you can't choose what seat you're getting. Oh yeah, we also have all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these zinc Tika blemish serum little test things from Green Green from the Olive Young booth. But yeah, so you can't choose what seat you're getting, which is fine, but another coupon from Olive Young. But when we went to get our seats, I did not realize that our seats were going to be just like partially / completely blocked from my mom's side by the broadcast cameras, which was insane. And like big L for Crypto when I oh, these are so, wait, this is cool. I saw when I did performed on stage, I was like, oh, they're really good. My mom and I both agreed that they were really good live. Like, they did a really good job performing. And then I checked out their song, and it's very good. And I think I'm gonna wind up pre-ordering their album. So I did Ya New Fan. We also have the Ive L holder, the Monstaettes, and the Gravity, which I didn't actually realize Gravity was under Starship. But yeah, here's our little L holders from the Starship booth. But yeah, view is partially blocked, which sucked. I also included that, so I was like, hey, Crypto, like, you know, not fully your fault, of course, but, you know, our view was blocked on day 1 in part. And the Crypto Arena was like, well, if it really bothered you, like, this is a response email to me. It was like, well, if it really bothered you, you could always come over, or you could have gone to, like, the information counter and told the ticketing person, and they would have reset you somewhere else. And I'm like, okay. First off, the attitude, the sass over here. Oh, this coffee, very good. Here, very good coffee. But yeah, I was like, first off, the sass, not needed. Oh, we got a little free slice of cake from Tous Les Jours, little coupon for it. Oh yes, the redness and the dark spots. The little characters that they had at the Green Green area were so cute though. They're so angry. Here's some freebies that I got. Oh yes, we got a little Monstaettes and then Hyunwon. But yeah, they were like, you could have just come over and told us or whatever, and we would have reset you. And I was like, excuse me. The entire time leading up to the con and the concert, we were told that it was sold out. Like, you're telling me that I guess it wasn't sold out, and that if we had just gone over and complained that our view was partially blocked, that you would have reset us somewhere and we would have had a perfect view, which that pissed me the fuck off. Like, I'm sorry for the language. I will say this. I should add, before we get too deep into this, oh yeah, also a cam badge, 0 base 1 random cam badge. The other one was the 0 base 1 like merchandise Kcon photo cards. I will add, I am saying all this, but I also had a great time at Kcon. Kcon, like, made me remember how much fun I can have with K-pop. Like, it's not that I wasn't having fun with K-pop before, but that I was just like, I don't know, I had gone a bit like casual with it, like not casual in a bad way, but just like relaxed, like casual, like a little disjointed from it, but like not, like, once again, like not in a bad way. But Kcon, like, honestly, seeing 127 and like talking to all the fans and getting all the freebies and all the nice interactions and being with my mom doing all of it too, it just reminded me like how much fun K-pop can be and how much fun K-pop like brings me and other people. And so it really did like bring me back into being like excited about K-pop again, which was really nice too. So yes, I do say all of this, like all of my complaints about crypto and stuff, as a warning for anyone going in the future. You know, also a note for myself, of course, if I go in the future. Oh, I think this is from the Webtoon booth. I don't really read Webtoons, but it's cool. I think it's a magnet, but I don't entirely know. Or maybe it's a mirror? I don't know. But yeah, I really enjoyed Kcon. So I'm like, I say all of this with love and with the hope that we can improve the issues. Oh, we did get a free pig mask. My mom and I both got a free pig mask from the EPL booth. But yeah, I was like, okay, so we've been told, oh yeah, this is also from the Walmart Delivers booth. It's like a little, I assume it works, like a little itty bitty mic, which actually would be kind of fun to try to play around with and see if I could get it to work for like vlog content. But yeah, I'm like, okay, so all of the information and conversation, whatever, like all the posts that have been out there leading up to Kcon had said that Kcon was sold out. And so you're telling me that it was not sold out and that I could have gone up and complained at the front desk. And well, I had a great time on day one. Like, I'm gonna have a great time. It was like an NCT concert. Like, I'm gonna have a great time no matter what. But I'm like, it's just a little bittersweet because I'm like, not to get all sappy here. And warning for those who don't like talking about the E word, but you know, Doyeon, this was potentially, very, very, very likely, like more likely than not, Doyeon's like last performance in the States before he enlists. So it's like, not to get all sappy here, but I'm like, you know, I might have, like, if I had known that I could have gone over, like, if it even crossed my mind, after we waited almost, over an hour to get inside, like, in that line, it took us, let's see, we got into the line to get inside crypto at 6 o'clock. We got in at, 7:15. Took us an hour and 15 minutes to get inside, waiting in the bad check line. And it wasn't even, we weren't even that far back in the line. So I'm like, after it took us that long to even get into the line, or to get into the building, and we sit down, and pre-show's about to start, there's no way that I was gonna, be like, oh, yes, the next thing in my mind is to go complain to the ticket office. The entire time we were out there, we were talking about how, messed up and disjointed it always feels like Kcon is whenever we get up to oh, this is so cute, whenever we get up to the ticketing and trying to figure out where to go to pick up badges and just everything. I like Kcon, but they can just do so much better with the signage and everything. And yeah, I don't know, it was just, that just rubbed me the wrong way. A little sympathy would have gone, or a little empathy would have gone a long way, I think. But yeah, so I was like, okay, whatever. So I guess also a note for you guys, if you ever are at the crypto arena or any arena, don't forget, like I did, that if your view is bad because of something that is out of your control, like the broadcast cameras in front of you. Go talk to the people at the ticket office and see if they can switch your seat. Oh yeah, went over the venue setup was weird. They had like the whole convention floor, and the outside area had like the dance floor, the busking stage, all of the like company booths, and then they also had the food area, and then over there they had like some small vendors and then a couple of the local K-pop stores. So I did buy some stuff from owhale.co. I do shop at owhale.co. This was a free little sticker included, but I do shop at them in general a little bit on Instagram. So I did get a little mystery whale shark charm, phone charm, and I think I got one of the cuter ones, little whale shark in a cloud with a sun behind him. Super cute. Love me some good fan merch. And then, of course, I like these too. Peeling off the acrylic, because that is something that, or peeling off the plastic on the acrylic. Something that's always good to remind people, because people will be like, why is the acrylic cloudy? It's like, it's not cloudy. It's not technically cloudy. It just has film on it. But I'm gonna take off the plastic. I'm gonna show you it with the film, because I don't want to get it all scratched up while I'm looking at the rest of everything. But I got this one, which is very like Windows XP, like old school Windows mixed with like Photoshop. It's so cute. Like, it was so cute. I was like, imagine this with like an NCT Wish card in here. That'd be so cute. Or too cute to handle. Wow, so pretty. Especially like the little fish and like the waves, like surf. NCT Wish surf comeback. Oh, that would look so good in here. We'll have to do that. Yes. And then I had to get this one. Please don't say damn when you hear the price. I said, please, it's so good. I was like, this is so silly. Also, once again, it's just the film. So this is not damaged. It is just the film. But, whale.co, it's like a piece of money on the back. And then like a little cashier. I thought this was so silly, so funny. I'm like, I will always say, I am very, 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 very privileged to be where I am currently. Especially as a kid who grew up in like lower middle class income household. I'm very privileged to be able to afford to do these fun little trips and hauls and all this fun stuff that I can do now that I work a very well-paid job and stuff. And so that does not go without like me acknowledging it and me being aware of it, and then also like showing off. Like, all this stuff is not supposed to be like me being like, ooh, look how cool this is. Like, look how cool I am. Look how amazing I am. Like, the idea, the intention behind these hauls is more of like showing you some fun little things maybe you want to go get or grab or whatever it is. I'm like, it's never supposed to be to show off. This is the cutest little like sticker. That bee. That is so cute. I love this marked solo freebie sticker. Oh, when I was passing out freebies and stuff, my mom grabbed this for me from someone who was passing out freebies. Apparently the girls in line were looking at my bag, because I left my bag with her, so they were looking at my bag to help figure out which member to ask for, and so they grabbed Jungwoo, which I was like, good choice. I got a couple of other things. Oh, my mom also grabbed Kcon. She got Kcon for herself because she asked for a good looking one, and they said they're all good looking. And my mom was like, okay, just give me your favorite then. So she got Jungwoo. We also got this little fan pack for Hanbin, which honestly, this is really nice. I like this. This is actually quite sturdy for like a little fan-made picket. Very nice. Also, most of all this will get displayed on my walls in some way. Oh my god. It's so cute. Oh, cool. Oh, that's nice. Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep that up there, and I'll do that after I'm done filming. And then we got another little zero-base one. We have Yujin. I almost said Yunjin. Yujin. And then we also have, oh, I like that it says Kcon LA on it. Ooh, that's really nice. Oh, I love a good foam charm. I like these little charms. A little zeros charm with like another little pretty purple charm, which I love purple. Purple is my favorite color, so a good choice there from the person who gave that one to me. And then this person, when I handed them the little freebie, they told me that this was the last of their freebies. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so special. Thank you. So they had made this is a, whoa. I guess, I was like, this is a big hook. But yeah, it probably took a lot to get this onto like the resin. But they had made NCT 127 like Neozone Soul keychains. And I'm gonna make the assumption, wait, I was gonna say it's giving Gold Dust to me, like their song Gold Dust. But then I'm like, was this shaped? Is this shape? No, it couldn't be. So is this shape the shape of Soul? Like, but I'm like, no, probably not. But it's giving Gold Dust. But I really liked it. And it's like nice. Like, damn, it's a good resin block. But yeah, got that freebie. But yeah, overall, the Kcon concerts were good. Like, the artists were good. It was just like me emailing Crypto because they were like, hey, you got any feedback? And sending them feedback, and then them being like, that wasn't us, I'm like, okay, whatever. This is the, wait, I'll show you guys. This is the photo card holder that my mom had in her bag with a super holographic sleeve, but it's Utah in there with a Utah photo card holder. If you remember me grabbing that one at some point. I know I showed that one in a video. Oh yeah, and then she also had this one because she thought it was super cute too. I brought a couple with me for her to choose. So she also had this one. It's the Barbie Mark and Kcon one. I just thought it was super cute. And we love the Barbie movie. Barbie movie was very good. And then of course we gotta bring our most handsome seasoning. We had to bring Hanbin because Hanbin worked on all days in that holder. Not only did I get to show off that I am a N citizen, but also I get to have Hanbin hang around. Oh, not me having trash in there. Don't look at my trash. Ooh, wow, that Taco Bell coupon is still good. Standard light stick. The standard NCT light stick. My mom did use the NCT light stick on day one, and then I wound up using the Zero Base 1 light stick on day one. I was like, hey, you should use this one. And then I also have this, which my aunt beat it for me. She hand beaded it and then put it on to a leather band, like a suede leather band. So it's a crossbody strap. It says NCT, Zero Base 1. I don't know if I've shown this. I don't think I've shown this. Shiny, ATEEZ, Le Seraphim. Whoa, I'm grabbing all the freebies over there. Espa, Wavy, TXT, New Jeans, Etso, and BB. So I'm like, I don't know if I had shown that yet, but it was in the bag. I should show it. Oh, God. Cutting stuff with my hand. Then, on the next day, of course, we did more con stuff. My mom and I were super locked in on getting a lot of booth freebies. So we went through the Olive Yum booth, and that's where we got these. I got 3 of them. Pro Bioderm 3D Lifting Cream. My mom says she already tried out one of hers, of the 3. They're the exact same, but she already tried it, and she was like, okay, let's see if it sets my skin. And she's like, oh my God, my skin feels so soft. I was like, nice. And it was free. And then we also got full-size products of the, is it Cosrx? I always want to say Corsets, but it's Cosrx, right? Advanced Snail 92 all-in-one cream. Formulate with 92% snail secretion filtrate mucin. This cream helps naturally create the appealing glow of healthy skin. This I know went super viral at some point, and so we got this and it's full size. And then we also got the Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. This essence helps the skin to lose less moist while keeping the skin smooth and healthy. Okay, so keeps our skin from getting like dry, I guess. So we got both of these for free. The line really was not bad. Like, there was never a point during like the con where I was like, oh yeah, like this is gonna be a crazy long line. Oh, one of the free pin badges that I got over at the K-pop bestie group whenever I picked up the New Era tote, which also New Era, another group I'm gonna wind up listening to and standing, so check out New Era as well, guys. They did not perform, but they did. The K-pop bestie had some promotions and stuff, and so the New Era tote bag and whatnot, they also let us pick out a pin. So I have this one, Hot Girls Love K-pop. I just thought it was really cute. Then the rest of the stuff, this is the bag that I used most of the time that we were there. I didn't realize I was still so zoomed in. I'll zoom out a little. So I'll just show you what we had on the outside. We have Liz. I made these little image keychains. Oh, we got Wonyoung. We have a little dirty Jungwoo plush. He got dirty at SM Town. I just haven't washed him off since. And then let me see what's in here. Oh yeah, pretty standard photo card holders. Jungwoo, we have Hanbin and Jantao. Oh, and then Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky. And then, oh, my loop earbuds. Let's see. These things, they saved my ears. And I'm not saying that the artists were bad, but the sound at Kcon during the concert, and honestly the artist stage as well, like the artist stage inside the convention floor also had booming sound. I said this sound is insane. Oh, I left some freebies in my kitchen. It's fine. Also, Zero Base 1 light stick. We did one of these. We did one of the Kcon stamp lover quest things, but by the time that we like went to redeem it, all we got was like a $5 coupon for food, and it was like the end of the con, so we did not want to go over and try to get food. And then I did finally bring this. This is old. Like this is a 2017 light stick, but if you guys remember this is one that I hauled a long time ago in like an old Neo Geo haul. Okay, that is everything that I have right here. I left some stuff from BB Go in my kitchen because BB Go gave us food. I don't want to have to go get it. Can I just describe it to you guys? Here, let me grab, where is it? Okay, BB Go. When we went over to their booth, if you went through just like the main line, you get this, you get a little bag of sesame flavored seaweed, like normal, like little seaweed snack. We went through there twice, so we got 2 of those little seaweed snacks. I ate one last week when I was back, and then I still have the other one, because the other one's just like in my kitchen. And then after that, once you go through that, they had like an area where you could get dumplings and like little like food stuff. And then if you stopped and you tried their food, they had like some sauces and stuff you could try. Then you had like a little TikTok filming area and then a selfie taking area. If you did the TikTok, you got a stamp. If you did the selfie, you got a stamp. Once you had your full like BB Go card filled out with all the stamps, you go to the front. That's where I got those little like pins that I showed, these little pins. So you go to the front of the like BB Go booth, you get these little BB Go pins, and then they handed me 3 entire packs of the like BB Go 17 seaweed chips. I should go get them. I'll be right back. 1 second. I will go get them. Okay, I usually try to not get up in the middle of filming for fear that my cats are gonna try to run in, because, you know, they like to hang out whenever I'm in here, but they were not trying to rush in, so it's all good. Anyways, this is the seaweed snack that we got. We got 2 packets of these. I did eat one of them last week because I've been home for a bit of time now. So one of them got consumed last week. Very delicious. Very, very yummy. Love me some seaweed. And then when you turn in all of your stamps after doing everything, you get 3 packets of these, which this is a big bag. And you get 3 of them. These are freaking delicious. The seaweed chips, there's also like the 17 collab, but these are so good. There's the original flavored seaweed chips. Oh my god. My mom ate a pack of hers when we were there. I've eaten a pack since. They're very, very yummy. And then you also get a full-size bottle of both their gochujang and also their Korean barbecue. Both of these were delicious too. And I'm like, we're not gonna pass this up. But the moment that we went in on day 2, we went to this booth to get all of our little stuff and get a little snack. And we got these, we got the 3 packets of these, we had this, we had the fan, and we had no bag. And I was like, my mom and I were both holding all this stuff in our hands. And I said, we gotta go to Olive Young. We weren't gonna do the Olive Young bag. I was like, we gotta go to Olive Young. We gotta get another Olive Young bag because we needed something to grab quickly so we could just have a bag to put everything into so that we could continue through the floor. But yeah, that's what we got at BB Go. So that was like a crazy win. And these were so good. I'm like, damn you got me. You got me, BB Go. Because now I'm like, okay, fine, I'll check out your products because they do taste good. I'm like, this is the whole point of Kcon, right? Like that's the reason why these companies are going, so they can give you free stuff, and if you liked it, you can go back or you can like buy them again. And I'm like, these are good, and I'm probably gonna wind up trying to see if they have some other flavors of these, because these seaweed chips are really good, but I want to see if they have like a sesame flavor or something. But yeah, that is the Kcon haul. Let's see. Oh yeah, I already said it, but it was nice. It was like Kcon. Oh yeah, I should say, if you're just here for like the haul portion's pretty much done. So I'll do thank you for watching the haul. And if you're here to listen to some yapping as well, gonna yap for a little bit longer. But yeah, I already said it, but Kcon was really fun. It was nice because, like I mentioned, it did kind of bring me back to feeling like, okay, like the kind of like, I don't want to say spark or like magic of K-pop, but like the fun of K-pop, I guess, had like returned. Like the excitement, the like little adrenaline rush, you know, the excitement to like see your artist, like your favorite artist, and just like the community. I don't know, the vibes are really good on day 1 at Kcon, especially at the concert. Even with like some of the weird, seating stuff with our tickets, but like the vibes are really good. And so it's nice. It is very nice to kind of be back into it. And so, whoa, wait, I'm sorry, I'm talking and I just noticed this is cool. Wait, look at this. There's a tear strip right here, and then whenever you eat down too much, there's another tear strip down here so you don't get your hand all dirty. That's cool. But yeah, it was good. And then I was thinking about it too, because after Kcon, I was all excited, and so I've been working on like some reorganization of my K-pop shelves, and doing some like restructuring of my shelves and my like setups in my house and my apartment, whatever. Going through, and like the little shelves are underneath the filming setup that I'm at. I redid like all the content and stuff that's like on them. All the content, I guess it is content, but like all the stuff that's on them. And I was going through and like looking at like the plushies and whatnot that I have and pulling some to donate, and I'm gonna do some more of that today when I get off of here. But yeah, I was just doing some culling and making stuff look cute. I'm getting like the itch to do like maybe a little small Kcon haul. I've gotten more into NCT Wish recently. I don't know why. It might just be because after Kcon I was like, I don't know, in my feels about NCT a little bit, like good feels, of course. And seeing like some more clips and whatnot, and reels and TikToks and whatnot of them. And then I've seen some more NCT Wish content. And then the song Melt in My Pocket, or Melt Inside My Pocket, came on shuffle. And I was like, oh, it's such a good song. And then I start re-listening to the NCT Wish songs, like their full discography, because I saved all of the full discography Spotify playlists that I found that were good. I like, of course, you know, blocked a couple of songs and whatever from playing as necessary, but I saved the playlist for like one per group, and I started listening to the Wish one, and I was like, this is good. I was like, Wish, like the music, good at the beginning, but like this is real good now. Like I don't know, maybe it took a second to grow on me, or I just needed to like see a little bit more content of the Wishies or something. But I'm like, yeah, I'm full in. I am full in. This is good. And so I kind of think maybe we'll see. I'm not set on this, so these are just ideas, but maybe after I do my full little, you know, cleanup, reorganization, donation stuff, whatever, for my place, I might do like a very small little Kcon haul, the like Japanese address haul, and do a little order for like some cute NCT Wish photo cards, because they do a lot of really cute ones. It's just hard to get a hold of them because they are like either expensive or they're just like sold out everywhere, like the NCT Wish tour log in log off merchandise, and some of their other like trading card packs are just always sold out or they're really expensive. So it's just an idea. Also, I saw all the like little like bittersweet clips after Kcon about Zero Base One and Doyoung, and this is once again a warning for people that don't like the D word or the E word in K-pop context that you want to click off right now. But I saw the conversations about Zero Base One's disbandment and how it's like inevitable disbandment, and how that's probably like one of their last times that they'll be at Kcon as a full group as Zero Base One. And I was like, oh, I didn't think about that. Ooh. And then Doyoung, I was thinking about him and like how he's enlisting and everything, and there was a thing that was like, you know, it's probably his last performance in the States for a while, like, you know, because he's gonna enlist. And I was thinking about how that's coming up, and I was like, oh, you know, it's kind of, his enlistment feels more bittersweet to me than Taeyeon and Jaehyun's, because like usually the enlistment stuff feels like, I don't know, like there's positives and stuff, and of course there's still gonna be lots and lots of positives, because it is, you know, gonna be kind of like a little break, and we got like good content and just like little stuff still from Jaehyun and Taeyeon, even though they are enlisted, and I think it'll be, you know, probably good for Doyoung. So I hope he, you know, has a good time while he's enlisted. But I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I was trying to think, I was like, why does it feel different this time? And I'm gonna briefly mention the situation, of course, with the criminal, but I'm not gonna mention his name, just, you know, to maintain everyone's personal like levels of comfortability. But we'll briefly mention him, so warning. But nothing crazy. But of course, I was thinking about it, and I was like, I think whenever that news broke, it was like the day before we had gotten that live of Haechan and Jungwoo and they were on live, and they were talking about how they were emotional, or Kcon was like super emotional because they were watching like old content of 127. And everyone was like, oh, so cute, like, oh, cute, like, sweet. And it was like kind of put into like a different context, I guess, because the very next day, like the public, like the news, the public gets like breaks the news to us about the criminal, and the criminal charges and everything. And of course the trial, I believe, still continues. I know there's been a verdict, and I don't know if it was appealed. I'm not really following that closely. I just occasionally see updates, but I do know there is jail time. Not enough, but there is jail time, which is good. But anyways, I was just thinking about it, and I was like, I think for Citizens, and also especially probably for NCT, like, I know Taeyong definitely taught with everyone, and probably taught with SM a lot, but like he was enlisted when everything happened. So he like wasn't as directly there to be like, a full support system for like everyone. And I think Doyoung probably, like, at least the way that I see Doyoung, he probably felt like, whether or not Taeyong asked him, this is all like obviously just my thought, I bet Doyoung, he already kind of had like the mom role of NCT, right? Because Taeyong is like the dad, Doyoung's the mom. But it felt like he really stepped up and kind of like filled that slot of like being the rock for NCT during that time, and like being the rock for Citizens. So I remember like there was an NCT concert, I think, where he had even said like, there's a lot of stuff going on, and if any Citizens want to unstand or take a break or anything like that, like, we'll still be here if you guys want to come back. Like, I won't blame you if you want to, like, no one's gonna blame you, no one's gonna be upset, whatever, if you guys need to take a break. Like, we understand. But we'll be here if you also want to be here, etc. And I don't know, I was thinking about it. I think it's a little bit more bittersweet that he's enlisting, because he has been such a rock for Citizens during such a crazy time period. Like, when the news dropped, it's like, I know I took like a week-long pause on this channel, and then IRL, I took a longer pause on like consuming 127 content for a while. But yeah, I don't know, I was just thinking about it, and I think if Zero Base One, I was thinking about this too with Kcon in general, for this Kcon, I think if Zero Base One really does disband, that this Kcon, even with the flaws of the concert, I think that the moments and stuff at the concert and the memories and hearing them perform live again, getting to see them twice, I saw them at Crazy, and I also got to see them at this Kcon. I guess I also saw them at Kcon 2023. So I've seen them perform 3 times. Like, all of those moments will be special, because like these temporary groups, even though Zero Base One does have such like a family feel, like a family vibe to them, if they do prove to be just a temporary group and they do not extend or anything like that, or they don't, all move on and become the same group but just under a different company, then I think that, this Kcon will also have like another like special place in my Zero's heart as well. But yeah, I was just thinking about it, and I'm like, it's gonna be weird with Doyoung gone. I think Doyoung will probably enlist. I could see him enlisting in like September, October maybe. And then I know Taeyong is back in December. And then I think Jaehyun is back not long after. I want to say Jaehyun is back like in May of next year. And so I will say this. I do think if 127 goes to Kcon next year, will be Doyoung-less. But we would have Taeyong and Jaehyun. And I will also add, of course, too, NCT will be without like their rock for a while, but they'll have Johnny for a little bit, because Johnny did, I think, step up a lot more recently, or like within like the last year and a half or so, as like a support for Doyoung too, because Doyoung did kind of take on a lot of the role that Taeyong served as like the leader and like you know, the head, the like main figurehead of the group. And so we'll have Johnny kind of holding down the fort for a sec while, like, you know, Wish and whoever else is promoting, Wish and Jungwoo and Kcon and Wavy and everyone, and then Taeyeon comes back, so then Dad is back in NCT, and then Jaehyun's back, and then with, you know, before we know it, Doyeon will be back, and then this is my last thought, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. We're gonna cross our fingers, guys, right? Because when Doyeon comes back, let's say this: Doyeon comes back. Let's just say like May. We'll say May. We'll be fair. Like April, May-ish of 2027. Maybe we'll go with April 2027. He comes back April 2027. Here's my thought. Right before Doyeon comes back, we get a Jungwoo solo. Doyeon comes back. We get the second Dojae Jung album, because obviously we didn't get that before Jaehyun enlisted, and then Doyoung. So we get the second Dojae Jung album. Then they give us NCT Nation with everyone. So we get everyone, because everyone is back. Doyeon's back, Taeyeon's back, Jaehyun's back. Everyone's back. We get NCT Nation. Then, unfortunately, Jungwoo enlist. But we at least got a Jungwoo solo, a Dojae Jung album, and NCT Nation with everyone, of course, including NCT Wish, including everyone. And then Jungwoo enlist, and then, you know, we continue on the journey of like weird NCT like stuff of like enlisting, non-enlisting, but we figure it out, right? And also, as in Citizens, I had also seen this too. I will say this. Be very honest. I don't know our current member count. We're like between 24 or 25, right? Because I had seen something, and I thought we had 25, but maybe I only have 24. But I don't know. But I had seen someone, because I thought we had 25, and I thought I counted the other day in a photo, and then I added 3. I added Taeyeon, Jaehyun, and Winwin. And in adding those 3, I was like, it's 25. Maybe I miscounted. It might only be 24, but I had seen someone talk, I think on like a Quora post. Quora? I don't know how you say that, but one of those posts. And they're talking about like the enlisting stuff for everyone. And you know how nice it is as an in-citizen to know that we have such a big group of people that, like, they had said we only have 9 members total that actually have to enlist. Of the, like, they had said of the 24, 9 of them have to enlist. 15 of them are fine. And I'm like, oh, you're right, because all of Wavy is safe. We have a lot of like foreign members in the other groups. So I'm like, yeah. But yeah, all of Wavy is safe. So Wavy is like our standard, like, always gonna be there to promote group. And I do hope any of the 4 members, any of them, they do get like ample vacation time, you know, hiatuses, recovery time, anything that they need, because it is a lot. Because it's like, oddly enough, and it's gonna sound weird, because I know it's not this, but enlisting to some degree, and I know it is not this at all, but it almost sounds like it's like a government mandated break from, well, I guess maybe it is to some degree. It's like government mandated break from like the craziness that could be being a K-pop idol. Like, the government is literally making you enlist. Like, it is a requirement essentially to enlist, right? So it's like government mandated that you enlist. And it is kind of like a moment of like reprise, I think, for some idols. Not for everyone. Not for everyone, but it's like a break for some to just like chill and kind of like reset for like a year and a half, I think is how long? Year and a half, 2 years? I want to say it's a year and a half. I don't entirely remember, but it's like a little break period, and then they come back. But yeah. Anyways, sorry, it was very chatty at the end, but just thoughts that I've had. And yeah, I thank you guys for being here. Hope you enjoyed this little haul, chatty conversation thing. If you have any questions or whatever, please leave them in the comments, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!